It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Richmond. This is Scooter. Whoop whoop. Grumps.
Calais.
Home of the dome. Home of the gnome.
Home of the gnome. Not the dome. The gnome.
The gnome.
The gnome. Home of the gnome.
But it is a dome home for the gnome.
It's pretty cold this week because they've been in town this week.
You didn't catch that.
What's that? The home?
You
with
have
the
a
gnome?
dome home because you do have a dome home for the gnome.
Yeah. I get it.
It's about time. You're slacking,
Can we move on now?
I guess.
Or you want to pause for a moment? You want a big reaction? Ooh.
Well, I'd like for you to just acknowledge that you're hearing this morning. I'm thinking your earmuffs might be a little tight.
No, but it's been an awesome week this week. They've been in town all week, so they've been in and out and get to see the gnome quite a bit this week. I'm happy.
Good. That's
Makes
good.
for a good week.
I can't wait till she gets old enough to understand language.
Oh, Lord. You're going to start telling her some of your jokes,
My jokes?
your jokes.
Yeah. First one I'm teaching her. Only dead fish go with the flow.
Okay.
That's it. That'll be the first one. That'll be the first
That'll
and
be
only.
it.
And
Okay.
it might be the only one because your daughter may say, yeah, not anymore.
Never going back there again.
I can't go there.
Yeah, never going there again.
Yeah. Good night.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't too bad. Didn't have a whole lot going on, and did wrestling, did some shopping, went home, made some dinner.
And a fine dinner you made, even though.
Yeah, your wife's been gone, so you've been blessed on a little bit of food this week.
Well, it was good. Yeah, very good. Very good. What are we having tonight?
Well, football.
Oh, football. Okay. So, it's a bag of M&Ms and a bottle of water.
Yeah, I will not be cooking tonight. So, no.
You can
will not
redeem
be
yourself
happening.
tomorrow. She won't be back till Sunday.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Yeah.
Slacker.
Had a pretty good, successful night of football last night with the junior high. They came off with a nice win against West Memphis Wonder Lions, and Coach Crow will be here this morning. We'll talk about that, so we won't get into that too much. But it's hard to believe that football season is on the downslide.
It is. It is.
That is
It's almost over.
That was the junior high's last official game, other than their conference championship they'll play in next week. We don't know where that'll be at.
Unfortunately, 8th grade wasn't able to play their final game.
Yeah, they
didn't bring it.
West Memphis kind of slung a booger at him on that one. So
I think last minute just said, we didn't bring our 8th grade, by the way.
yeah, and they were already headed this way.
Yeah. That was.
Oh, by
that
the
was
way,
a-
we
that
forgot
was
our
not
8th grade.
appropriate.
How do you
That
just
was-
forget your 8th grade?
It's
Yeah.
West Memphis.
Yeah. They wanted to get back not so late.
Registered to vote.
Not so late.
I guarantee it.
You know, why not move the game up 30 minutes instead of
Yeah. I don't.
because they left plenty of time.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty of time. It's crazy, just what it is. And but the junior Bombers came out on top, which was awesome. And now they'll play for championship. Don't know who their opponent is, and the location of that game will be decided by a flip of the coin.
Okay. There you go.
That's how they're doing it. It's going to be north versus south, or however they've got it split up.
That's okay, though. It's even. I mean, it's what it is.
But then somebody can say, "Well, let's go 2 out of 3." Yeah, best out of 5.
We don't want to go all the way up.
Yeah, I don't want to travel that far. It is what it is. It's time for the morning prayer, brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks. 870-508-1771 is their phone number. Thank you.
Jump to your face a little bit early.
I don't want you there anyway. Get out of my face, Scooter. 870-508-1771 is the number. Greg Wood and his staff do a wonderful job with hospice care. They've been doing it in Baxter and Marion County since 1979, and they'll be glad to help answer any questions that you might have about hospice care. Now the morning prayer. Lord, we just thank you for the day that you've given us, Lord. The cooler weather is just awesome. Lord, we just pray that you will continue to be with our troops that are fighting in conflicts overseas. Lord, we just pray that you'll keep them safe and bring them home soon. And we pray for their families that are here stateside or wherever they may be worrying about their loved ones. Lord, we just pray for our elections. We just pray that you'll keep them fair and safe, Lord, and keep them honest. Lord, we just pray for the election night and make sure that all the radicals aren't so radical. Lord, we just pray that you will continue to be with our student athletes as they travel all across the country, not just in Mountain Home, but all across the country. Friday night is a big travel night for a lot of areas. We just pray that you'll send guardian angels with them and bring them all home safely. Lord, we just thank you for all that you do in our lives. And it's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
The morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks, 870-508-1771. We'll be back in just a moment after a quick word from Bob and Linda Zdora of the Z-Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty.
Hi, I'm Bob Zdora of the Z-Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z-Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for lake levels, dam reports, and all the weather updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora. The Z-Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 870-405-0793 is their number. retiredarkansas.net is their website. Go there, click on live views, and this is what you see today.
It is nothing but foggy. That's the zoom in one, and then the other one isn't any better.
We'd be froggy today. Look at that moisture in the air. That is pretty cool, though. Go back to that. That's
Okay.
just pretty cool. You remember as a kid when at a certain time of the night and the television would just shut off and we would call it Ant Wars? Well, this might be Nat Wars. Internet. Get it? Get it? Internet? I'm just full of them today. Just wait. If I got time, you're in trouble.
We don't have time today.
Well, let's look at a still shot. I'll determine that. What you're looking at is the beautiful White River that separates Marion County, Arkansas from Baxter County, Arkansas, the city of Cotter, the Rainbow Bridge to your left. Back behind it is the railroad bridge, the trellis bridge for the railroad tracks. Off to the right is the city of Mountain Home. In front of that is the city of Gassville. Way off in the distance is the state of Missouri, and Bull Shoals will be on the left-hand bend there, the beautiful White River. If you're interested in seeing what's available in what we call God's country, pick up your phone, give them a call at 870-405-0793. Miss Linda would be glad to help you with any questions that you might have. Or just go to their website, retiredarkansas.net, click on MLS listings, see what's there. And after you see something that tickles your fancy, then pick up the phone and call Miss Linda at 870-405-0793. I'm going to run through some temperatures while Scooter sits there and lets that picture show because nothing else you can see.
Unless you like flying gnats.
Unless you like internets.
That's just the moisture.
Yeah, it's just moisture.
Yeah, it's just moisture. A little bit of cloud cover. Currently, Mountain Home is 44. Harrison is 41. Batesville 45. Yellville 41. Marshall 41. Salem 43. Mountain View 41. Calico Rock 44. West Plains, Missouri 43. Springfield 43. St. Louis 38. Poplar Bluff 45. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And we can take a look at the radar once it decides to come back up. As you can see, Arkansas is clear. Missouri, Illinois, Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, a little bit of rain down around New Orleans and some in Mississippi. Heavy rains up in the northwest and around Portland, Seattle. Some snow up in that area as well. Let's go ahead and zoom in to Arkansas. Boom, 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 boom. Move this over to where you can see it. And currently from Rogers to Blytheville, Fayetteville over to Jonesboro, Fort Smith to Batesville, Conway, Little Rock, Hot Springs, Pine Bluff, Texarkana, Greenville, Mississippi. The great state of Arkansas is clear, so if you're going out of town or coming into town, you're going to have a great day for travel. Doo-doo-boo. What in the world is that, Scooter? Flash floods?
Flood watch.
Flood watch. Nothing that's going to affect us in Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, and East Texas is all clear. Got some cold, chilly stuff over here. We'll just let that stay there for now. 7-day forecast. Today is going to be high of 64, patchy fog, then mostly sunny. Partly cloudy tonight, low of 46. High tomorrow of 65 with a chance of rain. Low tomorrow night, 58. With some showers on Sunday, high of 75, with a low of 63. Showers on Monday, high of 71. Monday night, 100% chance of rain, heavy rain on Monday night. Low of 57, high Tuesday 66. Tuesday night going to be a low of 43. Wednesday high of 63. And Thursday is going to be a high of 59 degrees. Lake levels and dam reports. Lake Norfolk 551.55, which is 0.45 below full pool of 552. Currently generating 2 at Norfolk, which that's been a long time since that's happened. Lake Bull Shoals 650.76, which is 8.24 below full pool of 659. And Bull Shoals is currently generating 2 as well. That's lake levels, dam reports, and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora. The Z Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. They're busy, but never too busy to help you. Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team. We'll be back just a moment.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for community news and happenings brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. Highway 62 Southwest at Buford Road, 870-425-3434 is their number. If you're looking for a lawnmower, a lawn tractor, a zero-turn, commercial zero-turn, give them a call at Ozarks Farm and Lawn. If you're looking for a tractor,
Farm tractor,
a big tractor,
commercial tractor,
a big tractor,
a big tractor.
or a bigger tractor, implements,
Or bigger implements.
Or bigger implements. If you're looking to implement your tractor,
There you
that's
go.
where you go. If you got one
They
that's
got you
broken
covered.
and it needs implemented, give them a call or go by and see them at Ozarks Farm and Lawn. I guess I ought to look to see what we're going to talk about this morning, Scooter. What is the deal?
Slacker.
Probably the biggest thing that's coming up is the annual Lions Club auction.
Yep.
Because guess
Right
what?
around the corner.
It is just around the
They've already got
corner.
so much stuff coming in. It's crazy.
Is that right?
Yes.
We want to talk about early voting. Early voting is today and Monday, and then the real voting day is on Tuesday. All the polling places will be open on Tuesday, but currently the only place in Baxter County to vote is the United Methodist Church for early voting. There is a St. Peter Craft and Quilt Show tomorrow at St. Peter's Family Life Center, 249 Dyer Street from 9 to 3. Quilts, crafts, raffle, much, much more. Free admission, free coffee and bars. Open to the public. For more information, call Louie at 630-479-6561. There is a Great Bowls of Fire Chili hosted by America's Car Mart at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's $5. All proceeds go to the Bob Davis Veterans Center, and it is sponsored by AutoZone, Buddies, Holy Smokes, T-Mobile, Town and Country. That location will be 2077 Highway 62 East here, Mountain Home. More information on that, 870-424-3030. Lions Club auction is coming up on November the 11th through the 14th from 6 to 10 each night. And there's all kinds of stuff already starting to show up here. You can watch the Lions Club auction here on XL7-TV. Each night from 6 to 10. And you can watch it on Cox 843, Optimum Channel 22, Over the Air 26, Ritter 21, and Yelcott 6875. You can watch, listen, bid, get a great deal and help your community. Lions Club International is the largest civic organization in the world. Have guest auctioneers each night. And me and Bob Zdora will be here Monday night and kick things off. So that'd be good as well. Paul Bunyan Breakfast, all you care to eat on Saturday the 9th of November from 7:30 to 10:30 at St. Peter the Fisherman Catholic Church. All proceeds will benefit Twin Lakes Literacy Council. All you care to eat, scrambled eggs, biscuits, gravy, pancakes, sausage links, coffee, juice, all brought to your table on china with real silverware. How about that idea?
There you go.
What a plan, what a plan. What you want to talk about? Anything?
You're about out of time.
I think we hit about everything we needed to hit
Yeah.
anyway, so how about that? One big thing is Next has discontinued their television service.
Officially done.
Officially done. So that's been Community News and Happenings, brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. We'll be back with This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora in just a moment.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z-Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z-Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Providing.
Welcome back to the Morning Show on XL7-TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Good week?
It was a good week. Linda put 2 houses under contract yesterday. Well, we got to go signatures on one, but 2 places under contract yesterday, and that was nice. I did trick or treat over in the office. We had people coming through, and it's a great event that we do every year over there. Jewel does a great job.
You
We
dress
had
up?
tons of. I had a just to confuse everybody. I put on a hockey jersey.
And they also,
I had
what's that?
one. I had one. Oh, is that for polo or somebody thought? Just so, and it was the '96 Olympic team jersey that I wore. So that was the year they were in Japan, and they were asked to leave actually. But they were all stand up. Nobody. I know guys who were there, and nobody said a word about what happened. Everybody kept their lips quiet, and everybody just moved on. Just left. So even the innocent, they just, there was no remorse or no striking back at anybody. They just said, okay, we'll go home.
Did you have a pretty good turnout for that?
It wasn't as good as it's been in the past. I think that there's we were talking about it in the office, and I think that everybody's just so frustrated over everything that's going on around them that there's just no real enthusiasm to come back out. I know they had a pretty good turnout. You had a big turnout at your event, and there's a lot of those. There's a lot of those trunk or treat type events. I think that's got a lot to do with it.
More than the economy and all that.
Yeah.
I think it has more to do with there are more centralized events happening for the kids so they can all come as a group.
Yeah.
The group environment thing seems to be the bigger plan.
So we'll see. We'll do a little different type of advertising next year, and we'll go from there. But it's great, and there's people that come every year. I mean, there's people that I knew as babies because I sold mom and dad a house, and they were like little, and now there's these giant girls coming through the thing. It's
with babies.
Yeah, well, not yet, but it's like, holy cow. Very cool, very cool.
Good time.
Oh, yeah, good little catch up with people.
Yep. The election is almost here, and I know you're very involved in the political world and on both sides of the river, and will you be glad when it's over?
Oh, God. Yeah, I'll be glad when it's over. Everybody will be glad when it's over. I mean, the candidates are literally running on just adrenaline, coffee, Red Bull, try to shake one more hand, meet one more person, for the local races. That's because that's all you can do, get out and knock on doors. That's what wins the local races, for the JPs and for the, 2 years from now, we'll get all the county positions will be open again, and we'll be starting all over. I just hope that it doesn't start like on January 2nd, like it did this time. The presidential election starting so soon that we don't start, the gubernatorial and everything else.
The closer and closer that the election gets, how has that affected the real estate world?
People have just kind of just want to bundle up. Because when you watch TV and all you hear is he's an idiot, she's an idiot, blah, 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 people are like, well, what if he wins? What if she wins? What are we going to do? How is that going to affect the economy? How is it going to affect me? Not only the country, but what about me? And we've had people that have just gone back home and said,
we're going to wait.
We'll talk to you, and we'll be back. We love it here, but we're just going to wait and see what happens. We're going to see what happens to the interest rates because this may happen or that may happen. But we've also had people that, I need to buy. I need to sell. The numbers for the homes on the market is up, continuing to rise. People that have got to sell, or they've had deaths in the family. They've had, their circumstances are such they got a better job offer. They got to go. Those are the people that we're getting that are coming in, people that have got to be here. There aren't a lot of people just go, we're thinking about Mountain Home. Let's go there for a little while. Those people are they got their seatbelts on and they're waiting to see what's going to happen. But they'll be back. I mean, either way, I think that we'll see us pick up a lot of the slack that we've got right now. As we see the interest rates, whether they change or not, because then they're going to say, well, okay, this is going to be the new normal. Maybe we'd better to get into it now than wait, and see what they could jump to in 6 months. That's just the presidential cycles. You can watch that. It goes every 4 years. You get the little heartbeat that drops down like that. But people are still, they want to come here. We've got activity. We've had phone calls. We've had, I was with Linda. We're sitting there we were trying to have a conversation about something we were trying to do. She took 3 phone calls in a row. We've got a property on County Road 15. It's got a boat dock. It's like 100 acres, a big piece of property, nice house. And she took 3 phone calls in a row from people, one from Colorado, one from Nevada, and I think the other one was like from Utah. And the one girl had just been here and didn't see it, and she didn't realize it was there until she got home, and she found it again and says, but she didn't know about coming back. And then we've had 2 other agencies that had showings this week on it. You just don't know. Those are the kind of properties I thought that would go like right away, just because of the size of it.
Yeah.
And it's still available. If you're interested, call in but call her today before we get an offer on it from some of the other people. And I thought that we've got the church in Cotter that was redone a couple years ago, and Nasrenkos are using it as an Airbnb. But it'd be a great family compound or a business compound if they're looking for a retreat. You're going to walk to the river with the entertainment district now. Cotter's starting to liven up a little bit. I thought we'd have a little more activity on that. So you just don't know. You know, it could continue to be an Airbnb, or it could be a residence. It'd be a nice residence for somebody, or like I say, a big family place. Because there's guys that have got homes here that they come to visit 3-4 times a year. Well, that'd be perfect. You know, you're in town, you're close to everything, you're still close to Mount Home. You can get to Bull Shoals, you can get wherever you want. But you never know. You know, when I look at the homes that sell, there's like 5 homes that are under contract already for this week. They came on this week, and they're all that 2.25 to 275. Boom, 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 boom. As soon as they come up, they're gone. You know, and people say, "Well, this is what I'm looking for." Yeah, but you got to be here. You got to take my word for it that these are the pictures, and this is what the house looks like, and people will write them, make it contingent on them getting here by like Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Not a week from Tuesday.
Not a week from Tuesday. No, nobody's going to do that. And nobody's going to take a contingency on you selling your home because they don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, home contingencies in 08, 09, 10, 11, 12, you know, as we were coming out of that, people would take a contingency on you selling your home someplace else. Now, there's still enough active buyers that we don't have to do that. You know, we'll wait and we'll wait for somebody to come by that can say, I can buy your house, not I want to buy your house.
And the market's still moving here.
Oh, it is, yeah. I mean, we're money-wise, we're up over last year. We're down there's like a 14 house difference between this year and last year, which isn't bad. I mean, last year slowed down. Obviously, it wasn't 21, 22 with COVID and people just coming here, just trying to get out of where they were. We find that's those are going to be outlier years, you know, going forward. But 23 wasn't a bad year. It was more historically, it was, the numbers were about the same. The prices were higher. The prices took a big jump during COVID, and they haven't really come down from that. That's where we are. But you see more price reductions because it's supply and demand, and right now the supply is going up. Mm-hmm. So people have got more choices. So if you've got something that you want to do someplace else and you need to sell your house here to do it, how long do you want to wait?
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of those are decisions you got to make. People that come out and say, well, we're just going to put it on the market and I don't care what happens.
Yeah, right.
Then why'd you call me? You called me to sell your home. That's the whole deal.
Let's take a look at your numbers.
This week in real estate, there were 60, new listings came on the market. There we go. 60 new listings came on the market. 3 commercial properties, 18 parcels land, but 39 homes came on the market. They range in price from $69,000 to $1.4 million, and 5 of them are taking backups. There were 34 sales, 9 parcels of land, 25 homes sold. They range in price from $53,000 to $770,000. The average sale price this week was $264,000. The average listed price when they came on was $272, and 77 days on market. So that's from the time it hits MLS to the time it closes. So that's really not very long. 30 properties expired. There were 28 residential price changes. Currently, we're up to 383 homes listed on the MLS. Year to date, for 2024, there's been 914 homes have sold. Average with the 93 days on market, the average sale price this year is $242,000. Last year, there had been 922 homes that sold, 86 days on market, with an average sale price of $228,000. So time on market's fairly close to each other. The average sale price it's up, but it's still in the same ballpark. Last year we were dealing with the interest rates, especially getting into the back half of the year, and that really slowed things down. And it still affects things now. People, homes that you could buy in 2021 you could afford more home, and that's what pushed the prices up because you were getting 2, 3, 4% interest rates. They're up now. We're up at 6 3/4, and that's like I say, that's tier 1 credit. That's people that can put a nice down payment on everything else. But there's still opportunities out there. There's still some government programs, FHA, VA. There's different types of loans that are out there that can help you with the interest rates. And again, as always, local banks, local mortgage companies. Call Chris Nassari. Call your bank, whoever it is you've got your checking account with, your direct deposit with. Start with them. You may not like their rates. You may go, okay, fine, I'm going to look around, then do what you got to do. Give us a call. We work with local banks here all the time, and we can help to guide you along that path. The way you do that is you call my honey. She's at 870-405-0793. Check out the website, retiredtoarkansas.net. That's it. I mean, that's all the information I can give you is right there. I'll give her a call, and we're going out. She's closing a deal this morning that we put it on Monday, and it's going to close today. So stuff can get done if need be.
In the right circumstances.
And in the right circumstances, things can get done. And we thank our closing agents at all the companies, but we really thank Evie Bird over at what used to be Alley, and I'm going to blank on what they're called now, but she's done a great job for us as far as getting things done.
There you go. It's been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. 870-405-0793 is her number. retiredtoarkansas.net is her website. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with Football Friday in just a moment.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Oh, honey.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for Football Friday. Coach Steve Airy, Coach Greg Crow, Mountain Home Bomber football. Big night tonight, but let's talk about what happened last night, Coach Crow.
Well, we got our 8th grade game canceled last second. Nobody told anybody, and that was just ridiculous. But I gotta be positive. I gotta be more positive. You know what I'm saying?
Ridiculous. It's positively ridiculous, Coach.
It is. I mean, it just. I'm gonna get in trouble by the counselors. Our kids played well. I mean, it just, minus the first quarter, Bob. And I think our kids have actually. There's got to be a book out there. I've looked on Amazon for it. There's got to be a book on how to screw up the first drive. And we've done. I think we're like in chapter 9 right now. Like we've done everything. It's
according
amazing
to that book.
Yes, we have trailed 8-0 in our last 5 games, and we've had a chance to take the lead in all of them. And it's like we just go, I just really don't want to do that, and it's just frustrating. And then like we get behind and like, okay, now we got to go. Like it's just we make it hard on ourselves. But proud of our kids. I mean, we got going last night. And
onside kick was successful.
Onside kick was successful. Coach Taylor's moving up the coaches rankings for the week.
Will that last though?
Do what now?
Will it last?
No. He'll find a way to mess it up. He always does. But our onside kicks were really good. We'd worked on that specific one for 2 weeks, and our kids were really prepared, and they executed what we wanted them to do, and I was proud of it. I mean, those guys were 7-1 for a reason, and I just felt like if we could go play and be fundamentally sound and not beat ourselves, we'd win the football game, and we did.
Is it easier or harder to come off a bye week to go into a game like that? Is it better for your players, or is it harder?
I think coming off an emotional win, a bye week's good. I think coming off a tough loss where you don't play well, I don't like a bye week because you kind of got to stew on it, for a while. And our kids were definitely stewing on it. I didn't have any doubt that we were going to be ready to play. I just didn't know if we could tackle them. And you saw like that's kind of an issue a little bit right there. It's just Coach Vigna is probably the MVP of the program. He ran around for 2 weeks. By the end of Wednesday, he was moving around worse than Coach Hedden was. So he actually got so bad on Wednesday they were tackling him. He went. He saw it. I mean, we did everything we could to get ready, but it's double-edged sword, on that deal. So,
Coach Harry, we took a trip to Lake Hamilton last Friday night and came out of there with a win that surprised most of Arkansas. Everyone that you could talk to, all the radio stations, Hootens, did not have Mountain Home picked to win that game.
Well, they don't have us picked to win a lot of games.
Yeah, Hootens.
First of all,
you want Hootens to pick against you.
Yeah, we knew going in. We let one go last year. We knew going in we was going to be in the hunt to win the game. Just didn't expect it in that kind of fashion. And I really think Palmer's interception broke their back. If they had shoved that in and they come out and put another good drive and a score, it could have been a completely different type of game. But kids played lights out. That's the best football Mountain Home's played in the 5 years I've been here. And that's the best game they've played.
Oh.
I mean, we put the offense together, the defense together, the special teams, limited on mistakes. Talk about complimentary football. We got complimentary football, and when you put it all together, you got a good Mountain Home football team.
We put together, XL7-TV puts together what we call the Clay Maxey big play, the next big play, and that pick six from Talon Palmer, the 100-yard run back. As of yesterday afternoon, that has been viewed 4,700 times.
That was the play of the game. There was no other play of the game. That was the play of the game that just
play of the season, probably.
Everything.
Well, we talked about it last week on the show. Like, I don't think we felt like we played well against Siloam, and everybody looks at the offense like our defense gave up 50 yards in the fourth quarter, and they were better last week. I mean, really, minus the one drive at the end of the first half. I mean, it was just, they were good.
They got their points on our twos,
yes.
And but yeah, offense played well all year. Defense, it seems like they're getting better right now.
They gave up 151 total yards last week, I think, is what I read. 151 total yards for the whole game. That's not bad.
And the thing is, when you're leading by 3 scores and they have to push the issue a little bit, you naturally play softer on defense, so you don't give them anything quick. So it becomes a little easier. So that's even skewed a little bit, and I just, when you watch it, our box is like, they're not missing much now. They're just not. They're playing at a high level.
This seems like a very dedicated, loyal bunch of seniors that you've got playing on this varsity team this year. This group has been in this mix since the 9th grade together. We lost a few of those players from this senior bunch. This would be a different team if they were back. That's a topic for another conversation. But this group that you've got, they're a bunch of leaders. You can tell it on the field.
We had a little senior meeting last night with senior dads, and we was talking. This was our first bunch that went to the OFL.
Mm-hmm.
We thought we'd get a little jump on some people. That worked out. They got some leadership. You hit the nail on the head that we've not had before, and they've won just enough games now that they think they're going to win.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And we just haven't had that. We always got the doubters in the seats. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And these guys are changing all that. And
Well, it was funny when we first got here. Everybody told us that group wasn't very good.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him my second day here, I'm like, no. They're fine, but what they had
they was 0-7 in the 7th grade, and everybody said they weren't any good. And
what they had problems with was their line. And we struggled with it a little bit, but that has turned into the strength as those guys have developed through the weight program, because you look at Caleb Purdue, how he's changed, and Ford. When Ford was in 7th grade, 8th grade, he's just wasn't mature, and Boxstaller and Nate Henderson, all those guys they've developed, and then you add Yarborough with them, and you've got the strength of the football team. Not knocking anybody else, but those guys done a great job all year long.
They've been solid.
But in 8th grade they weren't there, and 9th grade they weren't there. They've developed, and it's just awesome to watch.
Yep.
I made a post this morning about tonight's upcoming game at Bomber Stadium and said, this game may not be important to the fans like you would think, but it's important to this group of seniors. It's senior night tonight for sure, but it's important to this ball team. I feel that they look at this every game on Friday night as being another Harrison game, and they want to come out with a win. Is that how it's perceived by the coaching staff?
Right now, one of our goals coming in was to win 8+, and tonight's number 8 if we can pull it off. So we're trying to check boxes. It's senior night, and these guys deserve it. This is one of the better teams that's come through here in quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
I hear a lot of people say, "Man, I love watching those kids play. I love watching those teams. Come out and watch them in person.
Mm-hmm.
Show them the respect. We need to make this the most hostile environment we can possibly make it. We got a playoff game here in a few weeks, and let's just go ahead and get it started.
100%.
Let's go ahead and start the party, man.
Just get it cranked up.
Yeah, let's start it tonight. Let's not have a flat night in the bleachers. Let's go ahead and get ready to go.
Yeah, that's one thing of encouragement. Last night for the 9th grade game, that's probably the smallest home crowd I've seen for a 9th grade Bomber game that I've seen in a long time.
It is, and it was Halloween.
And that was a lot to do.
And you still, you knew they were there, and that's the good part about it. And
get them up, make some noise. They need to know it's okay to get a little bit crazy in the stands. They go ahead and do that. Get some noise made.
We've worked really hard at getting this program where it needs to be, and our fan base is where it where it needs to be, and let's just not have a little dip tonight. Let's just keep it going.
Oh, I think have a big crowd tonight.
Our fans have been tremendous. They really have.
Yeah, with it being senior night, those seniors that are be graduating out, to them, this is just another game, and they just want another W. But to their parents, it's going to be emotional.
I think when
it's going to be a little bit on the wild side.
I think when you look at it, and I think people lose sight of this, we win this football game tonight, we're playing for a conference championship next week. I mean, we're going to Greenwood and we're playing for conference championship. And, like, when you talk about Mountain Home football 5 years ago, no one's going to sit here and go, well, they're going to play Greenwood for the conference title ever. No one, that's not in the conversation.
That was another thing we wanted to do. We wanted to play Greenwood for a conference
like
championship
we got a chance.
game.
We got a chance to do that, and the consensus is out there that, oh, you can't beat. Well, how do you know? Like, I mean,
anybody can beat
anybody. We put
anybody.
our cleats on the same way they do. They may. I mean, who knows?
That's right.
I mean, at the end of the day, they got to beat us, and
this team will not roll over.
No. Dawson Dunlap ain't rolling over for anybody, I can tell you that.
It's time for a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment.
He sends me.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
Barrett Miller on the quarterback keeper. 30, 40, 50-yard line, going to be down. Chenoweth over to the right.
Brought to you by ASU
Inside,
Mountain Home. Jacob
touchdown,
Chenoweth. Meach and Savea. Brought to you by Baxter Health. There goes Miller. Cuts it back up. Trying to go inside. Off left tackle.
Let's see if they mark it.
Bombers.
Touchdown.
Fakes the handoff to Chenoweth. Miller fakes
That's
the handoff.
Miller.
Comes back
Gets
to
out
the right
to
hand
30,
side.
35.
To the
40.
Gets knocked out of bounds by number 21.
Going to get knocked out of bounds by number 20.
Kicker's up. Kick. It's up and good. Number 82. Looking to pass. He's rolling. Back. He's got a man.
Talon intercepted
Palmer
by the Bombers.
Number 18. Who is that? Talon Palmer. And he's going to take it all the way for the pick and go. No flags on the field. Touchdown, Bombers. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 10:21 left in the game. Mountain Home Bombers 30, Lake Hamilton Wolves 0. Let's take a look at that replay one more time with a nice run by number 1, Jacob Chenoweth. Draw play. Chenoweth on his feet and on his horse. It's going to be touchdown, Bombers. And off to Dawson Dunlap. Number 12. He's going to cut to the corner. Touchdown, Bombers. Looking to pass. Swamped by Chenoweth. Number 1 for the Bombers. Let's take a look. Welcome back. It's Football Friday here on XL7-TV. Coach Steve Airy, Coach Greg Crow talking with us this morning. Coach Crow, after last night's victory over the West Memphis Wonder Lions, what's next for the 9th grade Bombers?
I believe we're going to play Batesville for the conference title somewhere next week, which will be good because they'll play an 8th grade game too, which will be good for 8th graders. You know, they've lost 2 games in a row, and you know, we obviously played them week 1 and had 21 penalties and threw 2 pick sixes. So, I mean, they're well coached. They got best inside linebackers we've seen all year long. My coaches are up there working on it right now, honestly. And so we're going to get ready to go. How will that be
decided on where that game's played?
I think it's a coin flip, unfortunately.
And when will that happen?
I've been told it happens at 9 a.m. today on Zoom, but I'm just going wherever they tell me we're going to go and not worry about it. And
just be ready to roll.
I mean, Batesville's not the worst trip ever if you got to go over there, and I would like to play here, obviously, but it doesn't matter. If we're good enough, we'll be good enough,
Coach Airy, Have your Bombers had a good week of practice?
Yes, they have. Ready to go.
You ready to rip it up?
Ready to go.
Tonight, the Van Buren Pointers come to town. The Bombers are looking to go 8-1 on the season, and it seems like they're pretty fired up.
Yeah, this is a fun time for everybody, and kids, parents, players, school, town. It's just fun.
It is fun.
I'm glad we're here and in this situation at this time in our season.
We talked a little bit earlier about some of your linemen and the dedication that your seniors have had. And I saw a picture on Facebook one day, and it had 7 of your guys lined up, had their arms. It was after a game, and I put the caption under it: "The big, the bad, and the ugly. You decide who's who." And I decided that I wanted to turn that into a plaque for you. Is that all right?
It's all right.
So I'll let you have that for your office. Just something to remember this group of players, and it's
that's awesome.
Just a little memento, to keep that group of guys in your mind.
And they are special. I'm just telling you, they are.
Let's talk about who those guys are, Coach. Tell me who they are.
Eli Jones, 220 pounds and undersized. He's done it in the weight room, done it with his diet. Boxstaller, Lucas Boxstaller, 72. He's a guy we never thought would get on the field, and he just hung in there. And
when he was in 9th grade, he used to drive Coach Harry nuts because he wore pink all the time on game day. Remember that?
He would. And he's kind of goofy sometimes.
Yeah, he is. He's very goofy.
He's always got a smile on his face. Not that he's goofy, but he's always got a smile on his face, and you're thinking, if he just get mean, he'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Talon Palmer, he's a road runner, man. He's lean. He's fast. Helps on both sides of the ball. He's been a big part of it. Eston Ford, another undersized lineman that's paid attention to his nutrition and diet. Purdue has gotten skinny. He almost looks like a tight end, but he's probably the biggest and the largest in the, he's had
his transformation. Like when you see his 7th grade pictures to now, it's just it's just
a great career.
Yes, he has.
Henderson, Nate, undersized lineman. Has paid attention to his diet in the weight room. All these guys have done what's asked of them. They've followed the plan. They've done the process. And the last one's Dawson Dunlap. That dude's just a freaking dog. He's crazy. He's just crazy.
Nate was one of those guys that, like, even during baseball season on game day, he would go in the morning and go lift. He didn't want to ever miss a lift. So, he's lifting in the mornings and we're playing a doubleheader in the afternoon. That kind of stuff's a lot of people, and I don't care. It doesn't make me any difference as long as they're not pitching. And, if a guy wants to do it like that, hey, let's go, So it's you gotta want it at that level,
The drive, the tenacity of some of these guys. Like Nate Henderson's the smallest of the bunch, but he's got the fight of a bulldog.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to say this: every kid we have in the program, we've got a plan for, and we told him at 205 pounds, Nate, you're gonna have a hard time playing big boy. You're gonna struggle. You can't weigh 195 pounds to 205 and play at this level. You're gonna be on a bench. And he did exactly what he had to do. Some guys don't do it. They're too lazy. They're not committed. And don't want to put on bad weight or whatever. You know what I mean? But you got to do what you got to do to get on the field. And these guys have all done it, and I'm telling you, we're successful because they've done it.
We've talked since day one, the very first show that you came on here with me, about folks buying into the program. And this group of young men, not just the ones in that picture, but this group that you've got as a core have bought into the program. But more importantly, so have their parents.
Yeah, and I
these guys had a 90% show-up ratio in 9th grade in the summer when they came in. And that's not just a kid deal; that's a parent deal too, and a lot of people don't see it as that. The parents have to be as committed to it as the kids do, especially when they're younger. And it matters. It matters. You can't coach them if they're not there.
No, and they don't get better if they're not there either.
Mhm.
They never
That's
get what
exactly
they
right.
need, and that's a commitment level.
What these kids are learning is they have to be coachable. 'Cause
Have
if
to
you're
be.
not coachable, you can't learn. And if you can't learn, you can't play.
And I know parents look at me like I'm a drill sergeant and probably a jerk a lot, but that's the only way, is to buy in, sell out, and do what you got to do on a daily basis.
Coach Crow, how you seeing your 8th grade, your 7th grade that's coming up? Do they have the same buy-in attitude, or is it developing?
I haven't been around our 7th graders yet. Our 8th graders, I think there's some buy-in. I'm gonna try to say this as nicely as I can without offending anybody. We got some toughness issues in that group right now that were kind of starting to show themselves a little bit. We're gonna get that fixed in off season. Got some guys that need to figure it out, and I feel like, honestly, and without sugarcoating it, I think we've regressed a little bit like the last 4 weeks. I think all my coaches do, and it has to do with we got to make a decision of what we want to be. Do I think that we should have a great team in 9th grade next year? Yes, 100%. Like, it's there, but they're going to have to make some off-season changes to just their level of want to, and we'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got 70 kids. Like, we got to make sure that is spot on. And I know our 7th graders can run. We got some kids that can really run, which is exciting. Anytime you look and you got 7th graders that can run, you're excited about it. So, I mean, I'm excited about it going forward. There's no doubt.
Coach Harry, I know that you're involved in the younger bunch too. What is your take on the ones that are coming up?
I'm really excited about everything that's going on right now. I think we got some talent in 7th grade. I think our 8th grade was a little bit depleted because we moved some kids up. They're going to be a lot stronger next year.
100%.
Our 9th grade's had another good season. Our culture is kind of turned into a winning culture. We'll see what the numbers add up. Our freshmen's winning, our JV's winning, our varsity's winning. We're in a good place, man. I'm so excited. It's been a lot of hard work, and together, collectively as a community, we've done it, man.
It's a good place to be.
It is.
I've told people all the time, like, the hardest thing to do is when you get to a certain level, stay at that level.
Yep.
It's always when we want to stay championship in baseball, like, you're trying to maintain that level because it's hard to stay, and you can't ever feel good about it. Like, you just can't. Like, you got to keep your foot on the gas and realize that it's a lot easier to go down than it is to go up. And once you get to that level, it's hard to stay there. So, I mean, you got to keep pumping, get kids through, and you got to get kids bought in, and it just takes time. Joe Wells always said, when you turn a program, you don't know anything till 3 years. And he's dead right.
Mm-hmm. Coach Harry, what is Van Buren bringing into town?
Scoring 34 points a night, so they had good offense. Running backs going to the Air Force Academy to play football. He may be the best one we've seen all year. Defensively, they're giving up 43 a night, so they put their guys on the offense. Defense is struggling a little bit. They got one of the better, maybe the best. I'm going to say one of the better receivers in the conference. I'm not going to put anybody over Greenwood's kids right now at this point.
Mm-hmm.
We've not played them, but this kid, he's got over 900 yards receiving. Number 0 is going to be his number tonight, and he's averaging 15.7 yards a catch. I think he's got 9 receiving touchdowns. He's a ball player. We saw him last year, sophomore, and he was fast. That's the one thing he had, but we have to contain him and contain the big running back, and between the two, you got to defend, pass, and run.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of Greenwood, everybody needs to have their thoughts. Those guys, they've had a tough week. Anytime, that's awful situation.
Absolutely.
On anybody, hate that.
Yeah. Any changes for the Bombers for tonight?
Nope. You're going to see all the same guys you saw last week. We stayed healthy last week, and we're still healthy this week. So
things are just ready to go.
Yeah, it's good to be healthy. We feel like we was just getting beat up. We was losing a player a week there for a while, it seemed like. We've been good for a couple weeks.
Find it. Gentlemen, as always, I appreciate you taking the time Friday mornings to come visit with me, and look forward to the game tonight and the game next week. Coach Crow, give me a call when you know where we're playing. And
I may have just heard right here. Coach
on.
Husky was trying to call me just a second ago, so we're probably fixing to know.
That's going to wrap it up. It's been Friday football. See you tonight.